Not these cold.
Putts.
All right, so that, and we're gonna flow, and if it happens, it happens. So we begin with self-awareness. Only when we are aware of ourselves and have focused our intentionality on mindfulness can we hope to take in what is being offered to us to create in a state of pure play. All right, yo, it's working. Okay, really excited about that. So, pardon me. I'm gonna take a hot break. Post that.
Amazing.
Okay. All right, so in this moment, allow yourself to pause and separate yourself from your day. Whatever has come before this moment does not need to detract from what is to come. Let the past slowly drift away as you bring your focus into the present. This moment is all that matters as you prepare yourself to play. Give yourself permission to be present. Give yourself permission to relax and open yourself to the joyful play that is ahead of you. So settle into your seats. Most of us are seated. Try to sit in a way where there's no tension in your body. You're not holding yourself up. You're just kind of seated naturally on your head, over your heart over your pelvis. Let your chin sit level with the horizon. Your hands fall naturally where they will. Allow yourself to settle. I am my breath.
I am my breath.
And my breath.
Slowly bring your attention to your breath. Feel as it enters and exits your body. Without judgment, let your awareness rest on your breath. We will now take a moment devoted only to our breath. And during this time, if your awareness wanders, simply bring it back to your breath without judgment. If you can make each inhale a little longer, a little deeper, a little slower. Maybe you pause at the top. And the same with your exhale. A little longer, a little deeper, a little slower. I am physical.
I am physical.
Moving from your focus on your breath, bring your awareness now into your body. Notice if there is any tension in your body and slowly begin to release it. Starting at the very top of your head, scan downwards. Scan down your face, your brow, your cheeks, your tongue and jaw, down your neck, your shoulders, even down your clavicle, down our collarbones. We sometimes hold a lot of tension in our chests without realizing it. Down our arms to our fingertips. Travel back into your torso. Be aware of your back, your chest, of your stomach. Down your hips, your thighs, down to your feet. Recognize any tension in these areas. And without judging it, visualize it as a block of slowly melting ice. With each breath, allow the tension to melt and flow away from you. Let your breath become deeper and more relaxed. If it helps, if you find an area of tension, visualize as you inhale, inhaling into that area. And as you exhale, let it flow out and away from you. I am my emotions.
I am my emotions.
And my emotions.
From this place of calm relaxation, we will now bring our attention to our emotions without judgment. Take a minute to check in. Are there any strong emotions from the day that are still lingering? Are there any emotions that are affecting your body? As you discover these emotions and their physical traces, acknowledge them and accept them without judgment. How you feel is valid. With each breath in, we will accept the energy and pleasantness that will allow us our most tension-free work. With each exhalation, we release the energy and unpleasantness that might stand between us and pure play. Breathe in pleasantness and energy. Breathe out unpleasantness and tension. I am present.
I am present.
I am present.
Expand your awareness to consider your breath, your body, and your emotions all as one. Take this time to acknowledge the greater presence that you feel and to rest in the current moment. If your awareness wanders during this time, simply bring it back to your breath, your body, and your emotions without judgment. I am enough.
I am enough.
I'm enough.
I am enough.
I
I
am enough.
am enough.
For those of you who have seen the Barbie movie, I am Kenuff.
I am enough.
Enough.
Take a moment to notice without judgment any worries you might have about the playfulness, about the scene work, about the potential fan fiction reading we have ahead of us.
Yes.
Know that all that is required of you is your presence and your awareness. You, exactly as you are now, and everything you will bring to tonight are enough. I am enough.
I am enough.
We now prepare ourselves to play with and within the group, to become a part of the group with confidence and with clarity. So when you are ready, let your breathing come back to its natural rhythm. If you got to do any shakes or shimmies or shammies to shake anything out, do that. And when you are ready, come on back and we will figure out what in the world are we doing today in Dojo. Hi, I haven't done that in so long. That felt really good.
Huh?
Yeah, I haven't done the flow in so long. That felt really
It
good.
feels good. I'm like falling asleep a little bit.
Yeah, you just get so relaxed. So relaxed.
So relaxed. I was just like,
Yes. Oh man.
When we were doing Tuesday Dojo with Jim, I had this leg problem. So standing like still seemed to magnify. So I would always lie down. I'd lie on the floor. Everybody else was standing, but it didn't matter. And just now you said, if you're sitting, and sometimes I've been doing it lying down. Today I was standing, and it was like really good. It was a different flow in a physical sense, because I was able to like relax your arms. I was able to take it like raining down. It was just fun. It was a good flow. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really good. So if you guys are interested, I think it would be very silly. We'll play a few warm-up games, but I think it would be fun to do a dramatic reading of a really poorly written fan fiction.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to send the link.
Whose is it? Yours?
No,
This one.
mine
it's
is better. I think. I hope so.
I wish I had been brave enough to have written this. I just sent it in
okay.
the chat.
So copy.
It is the most famous, notoriously bad fan fiction ever written.
Based very loosely in the Harry Potter universe and featuring the blatant Mary Sue protagonist Ebony, or oftentimes misspelled as Enobi, Darkness Dementia Ravenway, It reads like a detailed list of everything a fan fiction author could possibly do wrong. It's so good.
I clicked open, like I clicked to next, and I read the first sentence, and I had an aneurysm just now.
I'm sorry, let me turn my volume up. You're a little hollow sounding. You had a what?
I had an aneurysm just
Oh, an
now.
aneurysm.
Reading the
Thank
first
you.
sentence.
Aneurysm. All I heard was ism, and I got really worried there for a second. I didn't know if I wanted to do this with you guys.
It is so bad.
You confuse me, you too. Okay.
Can we skip the AN? Can we skip the author notes? Because the author notes are especially awful.
I'll read those out loud. I'll happily.
Thank you.
I really, one of my favorite things to do, and I don't do it often, is to correct people with the incorrect pronunciation of something. So if they'll say like, "Oh, I really like eating cantaloupe," I'm like, "Oh no, it's pronounced cantaloupe." Like just to like.
Correct.
Yeah, it just.
I'm looking. Oh, okay, chapter 1 of 12 next, and then it moves forward. Okay, gotcha. I'm not familiar with this page,
Yeah.
but this is cool. Okay, My Immortal original. My
I think
Immortal original or My Immortal?
My Immortal is the story. This was the original story re-uploaded by someone else because the site it had been put up was taken down.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So somebody wrote this based on some other crap, and it's just for fun.
Yeah, someone essentially wrote themselves into Harry Potter.
Okay, okay.
Self-fix.
All right, go ahead.
Used to be
Proceed.
my jam.
I'll pick it up. I'm an improviser. I know how to do this shit.
So I'll say this. What if we just alternate reading chapters because they're quite small. That way it's not
Okay.
anywhere where there's an AN means author's note. I will read those if you don't want to read them because they are spelled very strangely.
Okay.
Very early internet speak. So
Okay.
My Immortal by Tara Gillespie, chapter 1, author's note. Special fangs, get it, cause I'm gothic. To my GF, ew, not in that way. Raven, Bloody Tears 666 for helping me with the story and spelling. Ooh rock. Justin, the love of my depressing life. Ooh rock 2. MCR rocks. Hi, my name is Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way, and I have long ebony black hair. That's how I got my name. With purple streaks and red tips that reaches my mid-back and icy blue eyes like limpid tears. And a lot of people tell me I look like Amy Lee. Author's note, if you don't know who she is, get the hell out of here. I'm not related to Gerard Way, but I wish I was because he's a major fucking hottie. I'm a vampire, but my teeth are straight and white. I have pale white skin. I'm also a witch, and I go to a magic school called Hogwarts in England, where I'm in the 7th year. I'm 17. I'm a goth, in case you couldn't tell, and I wear mostly black. I love Hot Topic, and I buy all of my clothes from there. For example, today I was wearing a black corset with matching lace around it and a black leather miniskirt, pink fishnets, and black combat boots. I was wearing black lipstick, white foundation, black eyeliner, and red eyeshadow. I was walking outside Hogwarts. It was snowing and raining, so there was no sun, which I was very happy about. A lot of preps stared at me. I put my middle finger at them. Hey, Ebony, shouted a voice. I looked up. It was Draco Malfoy. What's up, Draco? I asked. Nothing, he said shyly. But then I heard my friends call me and I had to go away. Author's note. Is it good? Pulls? Tell me. Thanks.
Who's chapter 2? I can go on. I can do chapter 2, I suppose. Okay. Chapter 2.
Author.
You can go, please go.
Okay. Thanks to Bloody Tears 666 for helping me with the chapter. By the way, perhaps stop flaming my story, okay?
The next day, I woke up in my bedroom. It was snowing and raining again. I opened the door of my coffin and drank some blood from a bottle I had. My coffin was black ebony, and inside it was hot pink velvet with black lace on the ends. I got out of my coffin and took off my giant NCR t-shirt, which I used for pajamas. Instead, I put on a black leather dress, a pentagram necklace, combat boots, and black fishnets on. I put on 4 pairs of earrings in my pierced ears and put my hair in a kind of a messy bun. My friend, Willow, author's note, Raven, this is you, woke up and then grinned at me. She flipped her long waistline from raven black hair with pink streaks and opened her forest green eyes. She put on her Marilyn Manson t-shirt with a black mini, fishnets, and pointy high-heeled boots. We put on our makeup, black lipstick, white foundation, and black eyeliner. Oh, and FG, I saw you talking to Draco Malfoy yesterday, she said excitedly. Yeah, so, I said, blushing. Do you like Draco? She asked as if we went out of the Slytherin common room and into the Great Hall. No, I so fucking don't, I shouted. Yeah, right, she exclaimed. Just then, Draco walked up to me. Hi, he said. Hi, I replied flatly. Guess what? He said. What? I asked. Well, Good Charlotte are having a concert in Hogsmeade, he told me. Oh, I screamed. I love GC. They are my favorite band besides NCR. Well, do you want to go with me? He asked. I gasped. Chapter 3.
Author's note.
Stop blaming the story, preps, okay? Otherwise, thanks to Gothic people for the good reviews. Thanks again, Raven. Oh yeah, BTW, I don't own this or the lyrics for Good Charlotte.
On the night of the concert, I put on my black lace-up boots with high heels. Underneath them were ripped red fishnets. And then I put on a black leather mini dress with all this corset stuff on the back and front. I put on matching fishnet on my arms. I straightened my hair and made it look all spiky. I felt a little depressed then, so I slit one of my wrists. I read a depressing book while I waited for it to stop bleeding, and I listened to some GC. I painted my nails black and put on tons of black eyeliner. Then I put on some black lipstick. I didn't put on foundation because I was pale anyway. I drank some human blood, so I was ready to go to the concert. I went outside. Draco was waiting there in front of his flying car. He was wearing a simple plain t-shirt. They would play at the show too. Baggy black skater pants, black nail polish, and a little eyeliner. Author note.
Oh, author note. A lot faux cool boys were it, okay?
Hi, Draco, I said in a depressed voice. Hi, Ebony, he said back. We walked to his flying black Mercedes-Benz. The license plate said 666, and we flew to the place with the concert. On the way, we listened excitedly to Good Charlotte and Marilyn Manson. We both smoked cigarettes and drugs. When we got there, we both hopped out of the car. We went to the mosh pit at the front of the stage and jumped up and down as we listened to Good Charlotte. You come in cold. You're covered in blood. They're all so happy you've arrived. The doctor cuts your cords. I'm sorry. Hands you to your mom. She sets you free into this life, sang Joel. I don't know the lyrics to that song. Joel is so fucking hot, I said to Draco, pointing to him as he sung, filling the club with his amazing voice. Suddenly, Draco looked sad. What's wrong? I asked as we moshed to the music. Then I caught on. Hey, it's okay. I don't like him better than you, I said. Really? Asked Draco sensitively, and he put his arm around me, all protective. Really, I said. Besides, I don't even know Joel, and he's going out with Hillary fucking Duff. I fucking hate that little bitch, I said disgustingly, thinking of her ugly blonde face. The night went on really well, and I had a great time. So did Draco. After the concert, we drank some beer and asked Benji and Joel for their autographs and photos with them. We got GC concert tees. Draco and I crawled back in the Mercedes-Benz, but Draco didn't go back to Hogwarts. Instead, he drove the car into the Forbidden Forest.
Chapter 4, author's note. I said stup flaming, okay? Ebony's name is Enobi. Not okay? Draco is so in love with her that he is acting different. They knew each other before, okay? I'm gonna take inspiration from Sylvia and do an accent. Draco, I shouted. What the fuck do you think you're doing? Draco didn't answer, but he stopped the flying car and he walked out of it. I walked out of it too, curiously. What the fucking hell? I asked angrily. Ebony? He asked. What? I snapped. Draco leaned in extra close and I looked into his gothic red eyes. He was wearing color contacts, which revealed so much depressing sorrow and evilness. And then suddenly I didn't feel mad anymore. And then suddenly, just as Draco, kissed me passionately, Draco climbed on top of me and we started to make out keenly against a tree. He took off my top and I took off his clothes. Oh, sorry. He took of my top and I took of his clothes. I even took of my bra. Then he put his thingy into my you-know-what and we did it for the first time. Oh, I screamed. I was beginning to get an orgasm. We started to kiss everywhere and my pale body became all warm. And then, what the hell are you doing, you motherfuckers? It was Dumbledore.
Somehow forget they had sex. I somehow forget she banged. This will be interesting. Okay. Chapter 5. Author's note.
Thank you. Okay.
Go ahead.
You want to do it? Do you want to do the author's note?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Sophia.
You
Go
got
ahead.
this.
Stop slamming. If you slam it, means you're proud of Rosa. The only reason Dumbledore swap is gonna get a headache, okay? And on top of that, he was mad at them for having sex. He has not updated until I get 5 good reviews. Dumbledore made and Draco and I follow him. He kept shouting at us angrily. You ludicrous fools, he shouted. I started to cry tears of blood down my pallid face. Draco comforted me. When we went back to the castle, Dumbledore took us to Professor Snape and Professor McGonagall, who were both looking very angry. They were having sexual intercourse in the Forbidden Forest, he yelled in a furious voice. Why did he do such a thing, you mediocre dunces? Asked Professor McGonagall. Dare you? Demanded Professor Snape. And then Draco shrieked, because I love her! Everyone was quiet. Dumbledore and Professor McGonagall still looked mad, but Professor Snape said, fine, very well. You may go up to your rooms. Draco and I went upstairs while the teachers glared at us. Are you okay, Ebony? Draco asked me gently. Yeah, I guess, I lied. I went to the girls' dorm and brushed my teeth and my hair and changed into a low-cut, black full-length dress with red lace all around it and black high heels. When I came out, Draco was standing in front of the bathroom and he started to sing, I Just Want to Live by Good Charlotte. I was so flattered. Even though he wasn't supposed to be there, we hugged and kissed. After that, we said goodnight and he reluctantly went back into his room.
Chapter 6, author's note.
Give me 1 second. I'm so sorry. I got a message. I'm so sorry. I'm failing you all. I'm failing you all so hard right now.
I'm losing the whole motion. I don't know if I can go on anymore.
Okay.
Going. I can keep going. Like,
Let's go.
let's go.
This is fun.
Crips, okay. Yes, I would not update until you give me good reviews.
I can go. Okay.
Oh, it's my turn, isn't it? It's my turn.
It's your time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to have an accident. That's weird. Okay. Go ahead.
You slay me, Sylvia. You really do. The next day, I woke up in my coffin. I put on a black miniskirt that was all ripped around the end and a matching top with red skulls all over it and high-heeled boots that were black. I put on 2 pairs of skull earrings and 2 crosses in my ears. I spray painted my hair with purple. In the Great Hall, I ate some Count Chocula cereal with blood instead of milk and a glass of red blood. Suddenly, someone bumped into me. All the blood spilled over my top. Bastard! I shouted angrily. I regretted saying it when I looked up because I was looking into the pale white face of a Gothic boy with spiky black hair with red streaks in it. He was wearing so much eyeliner that I was going down his face, and he was wearing black lipstick. He didn't have glasses anymore, and now he was wearing red contact lenses, just like Draco's, and there was no scar on his forehead anymore. He had a manly stubble on his chin. He had a sexy English accent. He looked exactly like Joel Madden. He was so sexy that my body went all hot when I saw him, kind of like an erection, only I'm a girl, so I didn't get one, you sicko. I'm so sorry, he said in a shy voice. I'm so sorry, he said in a shy voice. That's all right. What's your name? I questioned. My name's Harry Potter, although most people call me Vampire these days, he grumbled. Why? I exclaimed. I love the taste of human blood, he giggled. Well, I'm a vampire, I confessed. Really? Yeah, I roared. We sat down to talk for a while. Then Draco came up behind me and told me he had a surprise for me, so I went away with him.
Chapter 7, Bring Me to Life. Author's note. Well, okay, you guys, I'm only reading this because I got 5 God reviews. And by the way, I won't write the next chapter till I get 10 God ones. Stove blaming or ill report you. Ebony isn't a Marie Sue, okay? She's isn't perfect. She's a hold up. Satan, it's Satan. It's the Satanist. And she has problems. She's depressed, for God's sake. Draco and I held our pale white hands with black nail polish as we went upstairs. I was wearing red Satanist sings on my nails in red nail polish. Author's note. See, does that sound like a Mary Sue to you? I waved to Vampire. Dark misery was in his depressed eyes. I guess he was jealous of me that I was going out with Draco. Anyway, I went upstairs excitedly with Draco. We went to his room and locked the door. Then we started Frenching passively, and we took each other's clothes off enthusiastically. He felt me up before I took off my top. Then I took off my black leather bra and he took off his pants. We went on the bed and started making out naked. And then he put his boy's thingy in mine and we had sex. See, is that stupid? Oh, Draco, I screamed while getting an orgasm when all of a sudden I saw a tattoo I had never seen before on Draco's arm. It was a black heart with an arrow through it. On it in bloody Gothic writing were the words, vampire. I was so angry. You bastard! I shouted angrily, jumping out of the bed. No, but you don't understand, Draco pleaded. But I knew too much. No, you fucking idiot, I shouted. You probably have AIDS anyway.
Nice.
Super problematic. I put on my clothes all huffy and then stomped out. Draco ran out even though he was naked. Wait, hold up. Okay. Draco ran out even though he was naked. He had a really big you-know-what, but I was too mad to care. I stomped out and did so until I was in Vampire's classroom and he was having a lesson with Professor Snape and some other people. Vampire Potter, you motherfucker, I yelled.
So what does this mean? Like, what does this mean? Like, why does Draco have the tattoo on him? Like,
Wow, gosh, Sylvia, I guess we'll have to read and
Wait
find.
and see. You know,
Gosh,
what's it called?
reader.
Rafo. Read
Read
and find out.
yeah. Chapter 8. Author's note. Stop flashing, okay? If you do, the prep. Everyone in the class stared at me, and then Draco came into the room, even though he was naked, and started begging me to take him back. Ebony, it's not what you think, Draco screamed sadly. My friend, Bloody Mary Smith, smiled at me understatedly. She flipped her long waist-length gothic black hair and opened her crimson eyes like blood that she was wearing contact lenses on. She had pale white skin and she was wearing white makeup on. Hermione was kidnapped when she was born. Her real parents are vampires, and one of them is a witch, but Voldemort killed her mother and her father committed suicide because he was depressed about it. She still has nightmares about it, and she is very haunted and depressed. It also turns out her real last name is since she has converted to Satanism, she is in Slytherin now, not Gryffindor. What is that? What is it that you desire, you ridiculous dimwit? Dave demeaned angrily in his cold voice, but I ignored him. Vampire! I cannot believe you cheated on me with Draco! I shouted at him. Everyone gasped. I don't know why Ebony was so mad at me. I went out with Vampire. I am bi and so is Ebony for a while, but then he broke my heart. He dumped me because he liked Brittany, a stupid preppy fucker. We were just good friends now. He had gone through horrible problems and now he was gone. Like I would hang out with him. But I'm not going out with Draco anymore, said the Vampire. You're fucking right! Fuck off, you bastard! I screamed. I ran out of the room and into the Forbidden Forest, where I had lost my virility to Draco, and then I started to burst into tears. See, there's this paragraph of I don't know why Ebony was so mad at me. That's written from Draco's perspective, I think. I think that's why.
Yeah, it seemed to switch. It seemed to switch focus there, didn't it? Person. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
Little switcheroo of like.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah.
First of all, is it my turn? I don't have.
Well,
I think it's John's turn. If John still wants to go.
Yeah. No, do you not love my acting?
I love you.
Go,
Chap-
dude.
Chapter 9, author's note.
Stop blaming, okay? I didn't read all the box. This is from the movie, okay? So it's not my fault if Dumbledore swears. Besides, I said he had a headache. And the reason Snap doesn't like Harry now is because he's Christian and Vampire is a Satanist. MCR rocks.
I was so mad and sad. I couldn't believe Draco for cheating on me. I began to cry against the tree where I did it with Draco. Then all of a sudden, an horrible man with red eyes and no nose and everything started flying towards me on a broomstick. He didn't have a nose, basically like Voldemort in the movie. And he was wearing all black, but it obvious he wasn't Gothic. It was Voldemort. No, I shouted in a scared voice, but then Voldemort shouted, Imperious, and I couldn't run away. Crookshanks, I shouted at him. Voldemort fell off his broom and started to scream. I felt bad for him, even though I'm a sadist, so I stopped. Ebony, he yelled, thou must kill Vampire Potter. Oh, I'm sorry, I thought I was still Potter there. So let me switch back to the whole girl thing, okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
She was like Draco briefly just now, but she is back to be.
Yeah, and I didn't realize the switch back. Sorry. I thought about Vampire and his sexy eyes and his Gothic black hair and how his face looks just like Joel Madden. I remember that Draco had said that I didn't understand. So I thought, what if Draco went out with Vampire before I went out with him and they broke up? No, Voldemort, I shouted back. Voldemort gave me a gun. No, please, I begged. Thou must, he yelled. If thou does not, then I shall kill thy beloved Draco. How do you know? I asked in a surprised way because now I'm Southern. Voldemort got a dude, you're so retarded look on his face. I hate telekinesis, he answered cruelly. And if you doth not kill Vampire, then now know what will happen to Draco, he shouted. Then he flew away angry at his broomstick. I was so scared and mad I didn't know what to do. Suddenly Draco came into the woods. Draco, I said, hi. Hi. Hi, he said back, but his face was all sad. He was wearing white foundation and messy eyeliner, kind of like a pentagram, get it, between Joel Madden and Gerard Way. Can I do that one again? Hi, he said back, but his face was all sad. He was wearing white foundation and messy eyeliner, kind of like a pentagram, get it, between Joel Madden and Gerard Way. Are you okay? I asked. No, he answered. I'm sorry I got all mad at you, but I thought you cheated on me, I expelled. That's okay, he said, all depressed. And we went back into Hogwarts together, making out.
So making out while walking, like
Walking.
on the way. Yeah, that's the only way to go.
They're wizards and vampires. They can
They're
do
vampire and wizards.
The question I have is, how does one French passively?
Not actively
There you
French,
go. There you go.
Not actively French. One, yeah, go ahead, John.
I was going to say you keep some distance.
No, okay, but in the Frenching party, like I think one person is always passively being French, the other person is actively Frenching. So I
Interesting.
think if you're thinking about like she's like describing her own perspective that she is Frenching passively because Draco is Frenching actively.
Oh, interesting. So she's
That's a
just
ve-
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she just kind of is doing that and nothing
Yeah.
else.
It's a very sexist way to look at it, though, Sylvia. Why is the man always dominant, you know?
Yeah, well, true. Or she could be the dominant one, which is highly likely because
Except in Frenching. Yeah, maybe she's dominant except for Frenching.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
But
Oh my God, can we do the literary analysis of this?
This is so funny. I gotta tell you, this is so funny. I hope I'm doing all right.
You're doing great. All right. I'm going to
We're
skip
on-
one of the words, so I hope that's okay.
Say that again, H.
I'm going to skip one of the derogatory words in this, if that's okay. So chapter 10, stop it, you gay. If you do not lick my story, then fuck off. P.S. It turns out Bloody Mary isn't a muggle effort all, and she vampire or evil. That's why they mobbed houses, okay?
wait, so now Hermione is Bloody Mary.
I forgot that Hermione is Bloody Mary.
Right.
Bloody Mary Smith.
Bloody Mary Smith, yeah.
One
I'm sorry.
correction, no. Hermione is not the right way to pronounce her name. It's Hermione.
Hermione. Yeah,
Yeah.
Hermione.
All right, let's
Correct.
try that one more time. All right. Stop it, you gay. If you do not lick my story, then fuck off. P.S. It turns out Bloody Mary isn't a muggle effort all, and she and vampire are evil. That's why they mobbed houses, okay? I was really scared about Voldemort all day. I was even upset. Hold up. I'm
That was
bothered.
great.
I'm
Voldemort.
bothered. I was really scared about Voldemort all day. I was even upset, went to rehearsals with my gothic metal band, Bloody Gothic Row 666. I'm the leader of it and I play guitar. People say that we sound like a cross between GC, Slipknot, and MCR. The other people in the band are Bloody Mary, Vampire, Draco, Ron, although we call him Diabolo now. He has black hair with blue streaks in it, and Hagrid.
What?
Hagrid.
You're right, and Hagrid.
Hagrid.
Only today. Jesus
I'm
Christ.
sorry. I'm sorry.
No.
It's so funny that they do that.
Yeah, I love it. Okay.
Yeah.
The other people in the band are Bloody Mary, Vampire, Draco, Ron, although we call him Diabolo now. He has black hair with blue streaks in it, and Hargrid. Only today, Draco and Vampire were depressed, so they weren't coming, and we wrote songs instead. I knew Draco was probably slitting his wrists. He wouldn't die because he's a vampire too, and the only way you can kill a vampire is with a CROSS. There's no way I'm writing that. Or a steak. And and Vampire was probably watching a depressing movie like The Corpse Bride. I put on a black leather shirt that showed off my boobs and tiny matching miniskirt that said simple plan on the butt. You might think I'm a slut, but I'm really not. We were singing
Good outfit choices, actually, but yeah.
Yeah, no, my question was the shirt that showed off the boobs, is it specifically cut out there or is it low cut? Like, are there?
I took it to be accenting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, because she's not a slut.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Slut would have, yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We were singing a cover of Helena, and at the end of the song, I suddenly burst into tears. Ebony, are you okay? Bloody Mary asked in a concerted voice. What the fuck do you think? I asked angrily. And then I said, well, Voldemort came back and the fucking bastard told me to fucking kill Harry. But I don't want to kill him because he's really nice, even if he did go out with Draco. But if I don't kill Harry, then Voldemort will fucking kill Draco. I burst into tears. Suddenly, Draco jumped out from behind a wall. Why didn't you fucking tell me? He shouted. How could you? You fucking poser muggle bitch. See, is that out of character? I started to cry and cry. Draco started to cry too, all sensitive. He ran out crying. We practiced for 1 more hour. Then suddenly Dumbledore walked in angrily. His eyes were all fiery, and I knew this time it wasn't because he had a headache. What have you done? He started to cry wisely. See, that's basically not swearing, and this time he was really upset, and you will see why. Ebony, Draco has been found in his rooms. He committed suicide by slitting his wrists.
What? He literally said.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Okay.
Even I remember.
Maybe
The
that's
stakes are
where
low.
that came from what is actually happening, right? Like, we know it has been established that you cannot kill vampires by slitting wrists. So
Yeah,
he's probably
exactly.
killed by Voldemort or something. Okay.
And Dumbledore is confused.
He is
Dumbledore.
crying, and
He has
he's
a lot
crying
of
wisely. I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens in chapter 11.
Chapter 11. Author's note. I said stop planning. Friends, see in this chapter as Shrubin 111. It deals with really serious issues. The SPC for yourself. It's stupid, bro. Thanks to my friend Raven for helping me. I screamed. I was horrified. Bloody Mary tried to comfort me, but I told her to fuck off, and I ran to the room crying to myself. Dumbledore chased after me, shouting, but he had to stop when I went into my room because he would look like a perv that way. Anyway, I started crying tears of blood, and then I slit both of my wrists. They got all over my clothes, so I took them off and jumped into the bath angrily while I put on a Linkin Park song at full volume. I grabbed a stake and almost stuck it into my heart to commit suicide. I was so fucking depressed. I got out of the bathtub in a full-cut dress with lace all over it sandly. I put on black high heels with pink metal stuff on the ends and 6 pairs of school earrings. I couldn't fucking believe it. Then I looked out the window and screamed. Snap was spying on me, and he was taking a videotape of me, and Lupin was messing me up. God damn it. Lupin was masticating to it. They were sitting on their broomsticks. What? It screamed, putting on a black towel with a picture of Marilyn Manson on it. Suddenly, Vampire ran in. Abracadabra! He yelled at Snape, and Lupin pointing his wand. I took my gun and shot Snape and Lupin a gazillion times, and they both started screaming, and the camera broke. Suddenly, Dumbledore ran in. Ebony. It has been revealed that someone has. No! He shouted, looking at Snape and Lupin, and then he waved his wand, and suddenly Hagrid ran outside on his broom and said, "Everyone, we need to talk." "What do you know, Hagrid? You're just a little Hogwarts student." "I may be a Hogwarts student," Hagrid paused angrily, "but I'm also a Satanist." "This cannot be," Snap said in a crisp voice as blood dripped from his hand where Dumbledore's wand had shot him.
Dumbledore.
Hmm?
It was Dumbledore's wand.
Dumbledore's wand had shot him. "There must be other factors." "You don't have any," I yelled in madly. Lupin held up the camera. Triumph elephant.
Sylvia, you're clipping in and out. I don't know why.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Lupin held up the camera triumphantly. "The lens may be ruined, but the tape is still there." I felt faint, more than I normally do, like how it feels when you do not drink enough blood. "Why are you doing this?" Lupin said angrily while he rubbed his dirty hands on his cloak. And then I heard the words that I had heard before, but not from him. I did not know whether to feel shocked and happy or to bite him and drink his blood because I felt faint. "Begone! Begone!" Hagrid said, and he paused in the air dramatically, waving his wand in the air. Then swooped he in, singing to the tune of a Gothic version of a song by 50 Cent. "Because you're Gothic?" Snap asked in a little afraid voice, because he was afraid it meant he was connected with Satan. "Because I love her." "Of who? What? What?" But
That was a lot.
That was, yeah, you just unpacked a shitload of stuff there.
Yeah. More
Oh,
questions
that
than
shit.
answers.
Chapter 12, author's note.
Stop fanging. Okay, Hagrid is a pedo too. A lot of people in American schools are like that. I wanted to address that issue. Wait, hold up. Gothic. Okay.
What?
Yeah, sorry.
my
I'm just. Yeah. Stop saying. Okay. Hagrid is a pedo too. A lot of people in American schools are like that. I wanted to address that issue. How do you know Snap ain't Christian? Plus, Hagrid isn't really. Hold up. My brain is slowing down.
Yeah, you were good.
Yeah. Plus, Hagrid isn't really in love with Ebony. That was Cedric, okay? Okay.
Cedric's all of a sudden back.
Dude,
Cedric was never in here.
So I'm back to, I forget her original name, the vampire girl.
Ebony.
Ebony.
So I'm back to Ebony, correct? I'm Ebony here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So most of it will be from Ebony's POV
Right.
until it isn't, but there's no context when.
And I did lose it that one time. That I lost that POV. Gotcha.
There's going to be a lot of cameos that are going to be really unexpected.
Yeah.
There's one that sticks out in my head that is my favorite. I'm not going to tell. All right. I was about to slit my wrist.
It's my turn, isn't it?
It's
It's your turn. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
I'm so excited. Go for it.
We're not depriving you of it.
Thank you, ladies. I was about to slit my wrists again with the silver knife that Drago had given me in case anything happened to him. He had told me to use it valiantly against an enemy, but I knew that we must both go together. No, I thought it was hair grid, but it was vampire. He started to scream, OMG, no, my scar hurts. And then his eyes rolled up. You could only see his red whites. I stopped. How did you know? I saw it. And my scar turned back into the lightning bolt. No, I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have a scar anymore, I shouted. I do, but Diabolo changed it into a pentagram for me, and I always covered up with foundation, he said back. Anyway, my scar hurt, and it turned back into the lightning bolt. Save me! Then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. Voldemort has him bondage? Voldemort has him bondage! Anyway, I was in the school nurse's office now recovering from my slit wrist. Snap and Lupin and Harrid. Snap and Lupin and Harrid were there too. They were going to St. Mango's after they recovered because they were what?
Sorry, Saint Mungo. It's just like the way she butchers Saint Mungo. Yes, God. It's like,
They were pedophiles. They were pedophiles, and you can't have those fucking pervs teaching at school with lots of hot girls. Dumbledore had constipated the video camera they took of me naked. I put up my middle finger at them. Anyway, Hagrid came into my hospital bed holding a bouquet of pink roses. Ebony, I need to tell you something, he said in a serious voice, giving me the roses. If I told him, you know, I fucking hate the color pink anyway, and I don't like fucked up preps like you, I snapped. Hagrid had been mean to me before for being gothic. No, Ebony, Hagrid says.
Ebony.
No, Ennaby. No, Ennaby, Hagrid says. Those are not roses. What? Are they goths too, you poser prep? I asked because I was angry that he had brought me pink roses. I saved your life, he yelled angrily. No, you didn't, I replied. You saved me from getting a Paris Hilton P video made from your shower scene and being viewed by Snap and Lupin, who masturbated. See, is that spelled wrong? To it, he added silently. Whatever, I yelled angrily. He
Hold
pointed.
up. Pause. I'm so
I'm
sorry.
lost. Yeah, go ahead.
Pause. That whole sentence shifted POV, I think, twice.
Yeah. The sentence. Yeah.
Yeah. Whoever was speaking shifted. It started out as Ennaby. It started out as as Hagrid, became
Hagrid.
Ebony, and then
Right.
went back to Hagrid.
Okay. I saved your life, he yelled angrily. No, you didn't, I replied. You saved me from getting a Paris Hilton P video made from your shower scene and being viewed by Snap and Lupin, who masturbated. See, is that spelled wrong? To it, he added. He added silently. That's where I got lost there. That's totally weird.
You know what? Just accept it.
Okay. Whatever. I yelled angrily. He
See,
pointed.
whenever he said she had like chakra help, I seriously doubt that, but yes. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. He pointed his wand at the pink roses. Those aren't roses. He suddenly looked at them with an evil look in his eye and muttered, well, if you wanted honesty, that's all you had to say. That's not a spell. That's an MCR song. I corrected him wisely. I know. I was just warming up my vocal cordies. Then he screamed, Petulous Moringa, me, criminal sleek Romatio. For all you cool goth MCR fans out there, that is a tribute, especially for Raven. I love you, girl. IMO, Nodo, OKO. And then the roses turned into a black, huge flame floated in the middle of the air, and it was black. Now he knew he wasn't a prep. Okay, I believe you now. WTF is Draco. Hagrid rolled his eyes. I looked into the balls of flame, but I could see nothing. You see Enobi, Dumbledore said, watching the two of us, watching the flame. To see what is and the flames. Ha ha, you reviewers, flames, get it? You must find yourself first, Kay. I have found myself. Okay, you mean old man, Hagrid yelled. Dumbledore looked shocked. I guess he didn't have a headache, or else he would have said something back. Hagrid stormed off back into his bed. You are a liar, Prof. Dumbledore. Anyway, when I got better, I went upstairs and put on a black leather mini dress that was all ripped on the ends with lace on it. There was some corset stuff on the front. And then I put on black fishnets and black high-heeled boots with pictures of Billy Joe Armstrong on them. I put my hair all out around me so I look like Samara from The Ring. If you don't know who she is, you're a prep, so fuck off. And I put on blood red lipstick, black eyeliner, and black lip gloss.
Okay.
You look great, girl, Bloody Mary said sadly. Thanks.
I think yeah.
What?
Kawaii. Kawaii.
Kawaii? You look kawaii?
Like cute in Japanese. I think that's what she attempted. Yeah.
Thank you. That's great.
Yeah.
I'm glad you know Japanese. You look kawaii, girl. I don't watch any anime, so you look kawaii, girl. Bloody Mary said sad. You look kawaii, girl, Bloody Mary said sadly. Thanks, get it? You do too. I said sadly too, but I was still upset. I slipped both of my wrists, feeling totally depressed, and I sucked all the blood. I cried again in my bathroom and put the shades on so Snap and Lupin couldn't spy me this time. I went to some classes. Vampire was in the hair of magic creatures. He looked all depressed because Draco had disappeared, and he used to be in love with Draco. He was sucking some blood from a Hufflepuff. Ha, I said in a depressed way. Ha back, I said in an weakly said way. We both looked at each other for some time. Harry had beautiful red gothic. How do you say that? Beautiful.
Beautiful. Wait,
Beautiful red gothic eyes. Harry had beautiful red gothic eyes, so much like Draco's. Then we jumped on each other and started screwing each other. Stop it now, you horny simpletons, shouted Professor McGonagall, who was watching us, and so was everyone else.
Professor who? Hold up.
McGoogle. Wow, I'm sorry. Stop it now, you horny simpletons, shouted Professor McGoogle, who was watching us, and so was everyone else. Vampire, you fucker, I said, slapping him. Stop trying to screw me. You know I love Draco, I shouted, and then I ran away angrily. Just then he started to scream, oh, Fauci, no, my skull hurts. And then his eyes rolled up. You could only see his red whites. No, I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have a scar anymore, I shouted. I do, but Diabolo changed it into a pentagram for me, and I always covered up with foundation, he said back. Anyway, my scar hurt, and then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. Voldemort has him in bondage. Voldemort has him in bondage. I'm sorry.
Has him bondage.
Voldemort has him bondage. This requires a read through to be effective.
A little bit. Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Did I go too far?
No, you were perfect. It's just holy shit.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah. I think Harry's still in love with Draco.
I think so. I mean, like, as someone who used to read plenty of Draco and Harry fan fiction, like, I've read my share of those. Yeah. Most likely in love.
Who do Draco and Harry want to fuck? I mean, does Draco want to fuck the girl? Does Draco want to fuck Harry?
Everyone.
Everyone wants to fuck the girl, I think, is the thing.
Everyone's what?
Everyone wants to fuck Ebony is the thing.
Oh, okay. But
so I think like the classic Marisu, right? Like
I think so, but I think the guys have it for each other more than they do for her separately.
They so far seem to.
Yeah.
Still farm seem to.
They so far seem to. I mean, Ebony is the third in this love triangle. So.
Yeah.
She
snapping. Who was it? The other one, the pervs.
Lupin.
Lupin. Yeah, Snap and Lupin, they have the video, but the tape exists, but the lens is broken.
Yeah, well, Dumbledore constipated the video. So.
That was a great line.
That was so good. Oh my God. All right.
So this is the end of chapter 12, I think, right? This next line.
Yeah.
Well,
The
we
next
have
two lines.
we have 12 pages. So what I'm thinking, we'll see.
Well, if I just went forward to the next page and it says chapters 13 to 16, special thanks to Raven, my God. That sounds like I don't know who's saying that. Am I?
We're not at,
That's authors.
yeah, we're not at the end, my people.
No,
I'm
not-
sorry. So I have to back up a page then. I thought I finished that page.
Oh, no, we finished that page. We
Okay,
finished
okay.
that page. You're on the correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next page says in caps, special thanks to Raven. Is that right?
I think that's the next chapter. I think,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think she wrote a thank you before she wrote the chapter. She just didn't.
All
have
I'm
an-
saying is that's what it says. Special thanks to Raven,
Yeah.
correct? The next page? I'm
Yeah.
on the right page.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're
that's
on the right page.
okay.
I
Who wants to read this?
think it's my turn.
It's your
All
turn.
right. Special thanks to Raven, my Gothic's blood sister. WTF, you're supposed to read this. 111111111. Hey Raven, do you know where my sweater I? Chapter 13. Author's note. Raven, thanks for gulping me again. I'm sorry. Talk poster of Gerard, but Deca is such a fucking sex bomb. Prez, stop flamming. Vampire and I ran up the stairs looking for Dumbledore. We were so scared. Dumbledore, we both yelled. Dumbledore came there. What is it that you want now, you despicable snobs? He asked angrily. Voldemort has Draco, we shouted at the same time. He laughed in an evil voice. No, don't. We need to save Draco, we begged. No, he said meanly. I don't give a darn what Voldemort does to Draco, not after he misbehaved in school, especially with you, Ebony, he said while he frowned looking at me. Besides, I never liked him that much anyway. Then he walked away. Vampire started crying. My Draco, he moaned. Author's note. Don't you think gay guys are like so hot? It's okay.
Great. Great note. I'm so
It's okay. I tried to tell him, but that didn't stop him. He started to cry tears of blood. Then he had a brainstorm. Oh, I had an idea, he exclaimed. What? I asked him. You'll see, he said. He took out his wand and did a spell. Then, suddenly, we were in Voldemort's lair. We ran in with our wands out, just as we heard a croon say, hold up. Alakadabra. It was Voldemort.
Okay, it looks like I have the scary chapter.
You have the scary chapter.
Chapter 14. Author's note. Fuck off, Preds, okay? Raven, thanks for helping again. I'm sorry I couldn't help it, but I was depressed and I had to go to the hospital because I slept my wrist. Yes, I'm not updating till you give me 10 God reviews. Warning, some of this chapter is extremely scary. Downward, stress, and based.
Bower excretion.
So we should poop while reading this, is what she suggests.
God bless Valley Girls, right?
I don't think she's I think she's either Valley Girl or like kind of that London street with like the Gothic. I want to be Gothic.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Gothic.
where I'm at, but I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm. We ran to where Voldemort was. It turned out that Voldemort wasn't there. Instead, the fat guy who killed Cedric was.
What?
Peter Pettigrew, I think. Was it Pettigrew?
Yeah, it was Peter Pettigrew. Yeah,
Pettigrew killed Voldemort? Or killed Cedric?
killed Cedric.
One of them,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
What,
Peter
Barty
Pettigrew.
Crouch? No, that's not the
No,
fat guy.
Voldemort killed Cedric.
Well,
Oh.
yes,
Did he?
like indirectly.
No, I was gonna say I thought it was Peter Pettigrew who killed him, but I don't fucking know. I live here.
Wait, Peter, who killed
Pettigrew
Cedric?
directed them, didn't it? I thought Voldemort threw the spell. I thought
Pettigrew. It was
Pettigrew,
Pettigrew.
Pettigrew threw the spell. Okay. Okay, thank you.
Um,
Hi, Alex. Thanks for listening.
hi, Alex.
Hi, Alex. Miss you, dude.
Draco was there crying tears of blood. Snaketail was torturing him. That's Wormtail. Jesus Christ. Okay. Snaketail was torturing him. Vampire and I ran in front of Snaketail. Rid my sight, you despicable pranks, he shouted as we started shooting him with a gun. Then suddenly he looked at me and he fell down with a lovey-dovey look in his eyes. Don't, he said. In this, he is 16 years old, so he's not a pedophile, okay? Huh? I asked. SLB, I love you. Will you have sex with me? I started laughing. I started laughing crudely. What the fuck? You torture my BF, and then you expect me to fuck you. God, you're so fucked up, you fucking bastard, I said angrily. Then I stabbed him in the heart. Blood poured out of it like a fountain. Oh, he screamed. He started screaming and running around. Then he fell down and died. I burst into tears sadly. Snaketail, what art thou doing? Called Voldemort. Then he started coming. We could hear his high heels cracking to us. So we got on our broomsticks and we flew to Hogwarts. We went to my room. The vampire went away. There I started crying. What's wrong, honey? Asked Draco, taking off his clothes so we could screw. He had a sex pack, get it? Because he's so sexy. And a really huge you-know-what and everything. It's so unfair, I yielded. Why can't I just be ugly or plain like all the other girls and preps here except for Bloody Mary? Because she's not ugly or anything. Why would you want to be ugly? I don't like the preps anyway. They are such fucking sluts, answered Draco. Yeah, but so why don't you run with me? Right, and took a video of me naked. Hagrid says he's in love with me. Vampire likes me, and now even Snaketail is in love with me. I just want to be with you. Okay, Draco. That's beautiful. Shouted angrily. And don't worry, Ebony isn't a self or anything, but a lot of people have told her she's pretty. I'm good at too many things. I shouted, and then I ran away.
Beautiful.
That wasn't too scary.
No, that wasn't too scary at all. Okay. Jack.
Chapter 15, author's note.
Stop flamming, okay? By the way, you suck from no one. Hold up. From no one every Tim someone flams me. I'm gonna slit my wrists. Thanks to Raven for clapping.
Ebony, Ebony, shouted Draco sadly. No, please come back. But I was too mad. Whatever. Now you can go and have sex with Vampire, I shouted. I stormed into my room and closed my black door with my blood red key. It had a picture of Marilyn Manson on it. He looked so sexy in a way that reminded me of Draco and Vampire. I started, what?
They should have a threesome.
Right?
Oh, yeah. The guys may not pay any attention to her, though. You never know. I started to cry and weep. I took a razor and started to slit my wrists. I drank the blood, all depressed. Then I looked at my black GC watch and noticed it was time to go to biology class. I love this girl. I put on a short, ripped black gothic dress that said anarchy on the front in blood red letters and was all ripped, and a spiky belt. Under that, I put on ripped black fishnets and boots that said Joe all over them with blood red letters. I put my ebony black hair out. Anyway, I went downstairs feeling all sad and depressed as usual. I did some advanced biology work. I was turning a bloody pentagram into a black guitar. Suddenly the guitar turned to Draco. Ebony, I love you. N.O.B., I love you, he shouted sad. I'll reverse every word now. N.O.B., I love you, he shouted sadly. I do not care what those fucker preps and posers think. You're the most beautiful girl in the world. Before I met you, I used to want to commit suicide all the time. Now I just want to fucking be with you. I fucking love you. Then he started to sing The Chronicles of Life and Death. We considered it our song now because we fell in love when Joel was singing it right in front of the entire class. His singing voice was so amazing and gothic and sexy, like a cross between Gerard, Joel, Chester, Pierre, and Marilyn Manson. Author note.
Okay, I want to learn this. Can I read this author note?
Yeah.
Okay. Author note. Don't you think those guys are so hot? If you did not know who they are, get the fuck out of here.
Nice.
That was really good. Yeah. You guys got the point. Oh, my G, I said after he was finished. Some fucking prep stared at us, but I just stuck up my middle fingers. They were covered in black nail polish and were entwined with Dracos now at them. I love you, I said. And then we started to kiss just like Hillary Duff. I fucking hate that bitch. And CMM in a Cinderella story. Then we went away holding hands. Lupin shouted at us, but he stopped because everyone was clapping by how sexy we looked together. Then I saw a poster saying that MCR would have a concert at Hogsmeade right then. We looked at each other all shocked, and then we went together.
Chapter 16, author's note. You know what? Shut up, okay? Prove to me or nut preps. Raven, you suck, you fucking bick. Give me back my fudge hold up. Sweet or stupid two-writ dis. Or supposed. Oh, you're supposed to write this. You're supposed to write this. Raven.
Oh, okay.
Fuck, bick, or supposed to do this. By the way, thanks to Brittany 5655 for Tekken Mo Japanese.
There's like literally one Japanese word.
Yeah. And
okay.
Does she get it right? We'll find out.
Yeah.
We ran happily to Hogsmeade. There we saw the stage where GC had played. We ran in happily. MCR was there playing Helena. I was so fucking happy. Gerard looked even sexier than he did in the pictures. Even Draco thought so. So I could totally see him getting an erection, but it didn't matter because I knew we were the only true ones for each other. I was wearing a black leather mini dress and black leather platinum boots with red ripped. Draco was wearing a black baggy MCR t-shirt and black baggy pants. Anyway, we stayed moshing to Helena. We Frenched. We ran up to the front of the band to stage dive. Suddenly, Gerard pulled off his mask. So did the others. We gasped. It wasn't them at all. It was Voldemort and the death dealers. What the fuck, Draco? What the fuck, Draco? I'm not going to a concert with you, I shouted angrily. Not after what happened to me last time? Even if it's MCR and you know how much I lick them. What? Cause we, cause guys don't like to talk about you know what. Yeah, cause we, I yelled it in an angry voice. We won't do that again, Draco promised. This time we're going with an escort. Oh my fucking God, what the fuck? Are you giving into the mainstream, I asked?
I'm not the only one who lost this, am I?
No, not at all. This is where we're
Okay.
supposed to be. Just continue with the ride. Oh my fucking God, what the fuck? Are you giving into the mainstream? I asked. So I guess you're a prep or a Christina or what now? No, he muttered loudly. Are you becoming a prep or what? I shooted angrily. Ennaby, I'm not. Please come with me. He fell down to his knees and started singing The World is Black by G.C. to me. I'm sorry, my accents are just as everywhere as this story, so I apologize, but thank you for continuing.
Yeah. Dispensation.
Yeah, thank you. I was flattened because that's not even a single. He had memorized the lyrics just for me.
It's not even a single. I'm sorry. It's such a great line.
Very good.
Okay, I'm going back.
Okay, then I guess we have to. I said, and then we Frenched for a while and went up to my room. Bloody Mary was standing there. Oh, for God's sakes. Hajime mashite, girl, she said happily. She speaks Japanese, so do I. Demens, how do you do in Japanese?
No, that means glad to meet you for the first time.
Perfect. It means how do you do in Japanese, though, Sylvia.
Yeah,
Not,
when you're Japanese.
you're thinking Japanese. This is Japanese. My bad. BTW Willow, that fucking poser. BTW Willow, that fucking poser got expelled. She failed all her classes and she skipped math. Author's note. Raven, you fucking suck. Fuck you. Wow. So she just Raven got wow. Okay.
Wow, she has anger issues. Okay.
It serves that fucking Bic right. I laughed. I'm sorry. It serves that fucking Bic right. I laughed angrily. Well, anyway, we were all feeling depressed. We watched some gothic movies like Das Nightmare before Xmas. Maybe Willow will die too, I said. Kawaii, Bloody Mary shook her head energetically lethargically. Oh, I love it. I need to be more energetically lethargically in things. Oh yeah. Oh, have a confession. After she got expelled, I murdered her and then Lupin did it with her because he's a necrophiliac.
What the fuck?
That's dark.
That's really dark.
Yeah, but his camera's broken, so we won't see a video of it.
You're right. Kawaii, I commented happily. We talked to each other in silence for the rest of the movie.
I love this world.
Oh, hey, by the way, I'm going to a concert with Draco tonight in Hogsmeade with MCR, I said. I need to wear like the hot set outfit ever. Bloody Mary nodded and hold up. Energetically. OMFG, totally, let's go shopping. And Hot Topic, right? I asked, already getting out my special Hot Topic loyalty card. No, my head snapped up. What? My head spoon. I could not believe it. Bloody Mary, are you a prep? No, she laughed. I found some cool Gothic stores near Hogwarts, that's all. Who told you about them? I asked to be sure. I asked sure it would be Draco or Diabolo or Vampire. Don't even say that name to me. Or me. Dumbledore, she said. Let me just call our Brahms. OMFFG, Dumbledore? I asked, hold up. This has some of like, did you put your name into the goblet? He asked calmly. Vibes. Oh my fucking God, Dumbledore? I asked quietly. Yeah, I saw the map for Hogsmeade on his desk, she told me. Come on, let's go. We were going in a few punk goth stores, especially for the concerts in Hogsmeade. The salesperson was, oh my God, hotter than Gerard, except not because that's impossible. And he gave me a few dresses. We only have these for the real goths. The real goths? Me and Bloody Mary asked. Yeah, you wouldn't believe how many posers are in this. I'm sorry. Yeah, you wouldn't believe how many posers are in this town, man. Yesterday, Lupin and Snap tried to buy a gothic camera pouch. He shook his head. I didn't even know they had a camera. Oh my fucking God, no, they're gonna spy on me again, I cried, running out of the changing room wearing a long black dress with lots of red tulle coming out and a very low cut with a huge slit. Oh my Satan, you have to buy that outfit, the salesperson said. Yeah, it looks totally hot, Bloody Mary said. You know what? I'm going to give it to you free because you look really hot in that outfit. Hey, are you going to be at the concert tonight? He asked. Yeah, I am actually. I looked back at him. Hey, by the way, my name's Ebandi Darkness Dementia Tara Way.
That's
What's
different.
yours?
That's a
That
different
is
name.
different. Tom Ridd, he said, and he ran a hair through his black dyed hair. Maybe I'll see you there tonight.
Oh no, it's Voldemort.
Shh, don't ruin it for everyone.
You just ruined it for everyone.
It's
Okay.
Tom Ridd, the guy who sells stuff at the Gothic store in Hogwarts. Duh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so, because I'm going there with my boyfriend Draco, you sick perv, I yelled angrily, but before he could beg me to go with him, Hagrid flew in on his black broom, looking worried. OMFG, Ebondi, you need to get back to the castle now. Page
Question. OMG, OFMG. When the girls speak that, don't they just say the letters? Like they don't say, oh my God, they say OMG, right?
Oh yeah, I've been kind of switching back and forth.
I'm
between
just asking. I thought that was how, okay. There's no
Yeah,
right or
probably
wrong.
they're saying, yeah.
Say it again, H.
I mean, they probably say the letters, but like you said, there's no right or wrong.
Right. Okay. I was just curious if that was a thing because I've done it that way. Hey, BTW, I mean, like, we're supposed to know what the fuck that is, right? WTF.
Yeah.
BTW, we're supposed to know WTF that is, right? Okay. Okay.
All right. Hear me out, my people. This is looks like
We're finishing page 5. We're starting page 6.
Oh,
okay, so let's end at page 6 and then pick this up another time. Is that cool?
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
Fun.
That way we'll be we'll at the halfway mark.
Yes.
Who's going to be the last one to bang Ebony?
Oh
man. Chapter 17. Author note.
Go for it. I have to plug my computer in. I'm so sorry.
I can do this. I said stop swimming, you strail. If you're proud that you do not read it, you can tell whether you're prep or not by my quiz. It's on my homepage. If you're not, then you're rocket. Then you rock. If you are, then full of peas. Willow isn't really a prep. Raven, please do this. I'll promise to get you back a poster.
Can I put a quick pause?
Yeah.
The drama between her and Raven is truly beautiful.
I know. It's like
what? The what?
Stuff. Poster. The poster.
Yeah.
The what between them?
The drama between the author and whoever Raven 666 is. Also, massive regret on the fact that I will never get a chance to take that quiz. Like,
I know.
I think I know what the answer is for me, but like, worth it.
I think I'm a prep. I think I'm most definitely a prep.
Certain, same.
Yeah.
I'm a poser prep. But damn it, I love me some Gothic.
You are a Hufflepuff, therefore vampire will be feeding from you.
You're right.
That's
right. I have no chance.
I don't even get a single mention in this fic so far.
Oh, you don't. Yeah.
No.
Right.
Oh, neither does Gryffindor. That makes me feel better. Yeah.
Well, it's because Hermione left Gryffindor to be a Slytherin. That's why they had to mention it.
basically.
All right.
Okay. Think whose turn is it?
Tom Riddle gave us some clothes and stuff for free. He said he would help us with makeup if he
Hold on,
wanted.
sort of time. Is it? I think is it Sylvia's turn and then your turn.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, good.
My apologies.
No, it's so fun. It is so fun to read these. It's so like the world is beautiful. Okay. Tom Riddle gave us some clothes and stuff for free. He said he would help us with makeup if he wanted, because he was really into fashion and stuff. He's bisexual. Wait a minute. He's bisexual. Hagrid kept shooting at us to come back to Hogwarts. What the fuck, Hagrid? I shouted angrily. Fuck off, you freaking bastard. Well, anyway, Willow came. Hagrid went away angrily. Hey, bitch, you look kawaii, she said. Yeah, but not as kawaii as you, I answered sadly, because Willow's really pretty and everything. She was wearing a short black corset thing with blood lace on it and a black blood red miniskirt, leather fishnets, and black pointy boots that showed off how pale she was. She had a really nice body with big bobs and everything. She was thin enough to be anorexic.
Thanks.
So are you going to the concert with Draco? She asked. Yeah, I said happily. I'm going with Diablo, she answered
Is it
happily.
Diablo? Is it?
Diablo.
It looks like Diabolo.
Diabolo, yeah. It's, you ever read those sentences where the words aren't real, but you read them like they're real? It's what you do here. You expect it to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gone with Diabolo.
Gone with Diabolo.
She answered happily. Well, anyway, Draco and Diabolo came. They were both looking extremely hot and sexy, and you could tell they thought we were ought to. Diabolo was wearing a black t-shirt that said 666 on it. He was wearing tons of makeup, just like Marilyn Manson. Draco was wearing black leather pants, a gothic black GC t-shirt, and a black Vans he got from Dartmouth Tower. Bloody Mart was going to that concert with Dracola. Dracola used to be called Neville.
What?
That's Neville.
Neville, okay.
Dracula used to be called Neville, but it turned out that he was kidnapped at birth and his real family were now vampires. They died in a car crash. Neville converted to Satanism and he went goth. He was in Slytherin now. He was wearing a black worked t-shirt, black jeans and shoes, and black hair with red streaks in it. We call him Dracula now. Well, anyway, we all went to Draco's Black Mercy Benz. Get it? Because we're good thick. That his dad, Lucian, gave him. We did pot, cocaine. We did pot, coke, and crack. Draco and I made out. We made fun of those stupid fucking preps. We soon got there. Gab said.
I love, you imagine some guy gaps in his last breath. I'm sorry. This is too good. Sorry.
Gerard was that. You can tell that women did not proofread this. Actually, I take it back. She had chapter help. He so definitely had chapter help. Gerard was the sexiest guy ever. He looked even sexier than he did in pics. He had long raven black hair and piercing blue eyes. He was really skinny and he had an amazing ethnic voice. We marched to Helena and some other songs. Suddenly, Gerard pulled off his mask. So did the other men. I gasped. It wasn't Gerard at all. It was an ugly, preppy man with no nose and red eyes. Everyone ran away, but me and Draco and I came. It was Voldemort and the devil. You moronic idiots, he shouted angstily. It'll be, I told you to kill vampire. Thou hast failed, and now I shall kill thou and Draco. No, please, we begged sadly, but he took out his knife. Suddenly, a gothic old man flew in on his broomstick. He had long black hair and a long black breath. He was wearing a black robe that said Avril Lavigne on the back. He shouted a spell and Voldemort ran away. It was Dumbledore.
Dun, dun.
Are we holding here? Is this our stop?
We'll get to the end of this page.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, the end of the full page.
Chapter 18, author's notes.
I said, stop flamming. If you do, then you're fucking prep. Thanks to Raven for the help and stuff. Ooh, Rock, you're not a prep. Thanks from my suitor.
I think it's what?
Yeah, I think you're right. It kind of almost looks like sewer for a second.
Yeah.
Thanks from a sewer. P.S. The older S and Dumbledore swore is cause he trained to be gothic. So der. I woke up the next day in my coffin. I walked out of it and put on some black eyeliner, black eyeshadow, blood red lipstick, and a black, really low-cut leather dress that was all ripped and in stripes so you could see my belly. I was wearing a skull belly ring with black and red diamonds inside of it. The night before, Draco and I went back to the skull. Get it? Skull, because I'm gothic and I like death. Dumbledore chased Voldemort away. We flew there on our brooms. Mine was black and the broom stuff was blood red. There was lace all over it. Draco had a black MCR broom. We went back to our rooms and we had you know what to a Linkin Park song. Well, anyway, I went down to the Great Hall. There, all the walls were painted black and the tables were black too. But you would see that there was pink pant underneath the black pant. And there were pastors of poser bands everywhere, like Ashley Simpson and the Backstreet Boys. What the fuck? I shouted, going to sit next to Bloody Mary and Willow. Bloody Mary, wait, hold up. Which one was murdered? Willow was murdered.
Willow was murdered already. Yeah.
But she's back.
She was
Okay.
Poser. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Bloody Mary and Willow. Bloody Mary was wearing a black leather mini with a good Charlotte t-shirt, black fishnets, and a black pointy boots. Willow was wearing a long gothic black dress with blood red writing that was all lacy and came up to your thighs, and black boots and fishnets. Vampire, Dracula, and Draco came. We all started to talk about who was sexier, Mikey or Gerard Way or Billy Joe Armstrong. The boys joined in because they were bi.
It's revealed in that simple way. That's so funny.
If only everything was so easy.
Yeah, really.
So bisexuality made everything easy. That's just how it is.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Those guys are so fucking hot. Navel was saying as suddenly a gothic old man with a black beard and everything came. He was the same one. He was the same one who had chased away Voldemort yesterday. He had normal tan skin, but he was wearing white foundation, and he had dyed his hair black. Dumbledore won? We all gasped. What the fuck? I shouted angrily. I thought he was just wearing that to scare Voldemort. Hello, everyone, he said happily. As you can see, I gave the room a makeover. What do you think about it? Everyone from the poser table in Gryffindor started to cheer.
Gryffindor.
Oh, you're right. Gryffindor.
Yeah, there you go.
Gryffindor. Well, we Goths just looked at each other all disgusted and shook our heads. We couldn't believe what a poser he was, one. By the way, you can call me Albert. He called as we left to our classes. What a fucking...
Elvis.
What a fucking poser, Draco shouted angrily as we weed to transformation. We were holding hands. Vampire looked really jealous. I could see him crying blood in a gothic way. Get it? Lick Gerard. But I didn't say anything. I bet he's having a midlife crisis, Willow shouted. I was so fucking angry. That's it.
We stopping here or are we going on?
We're like all the way to the end. The end of the page has Draco crying in a corner.
Okay, very good. So chapter 19. I'm not okay, I promise. Author's note.
Wait, who is
It's Sylvia next.
which?
No,
Okay,
it's my
my
turn.
turn?
Yeah, you went in my turn, Alexandra.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. So if you don't mind, I mean, if you want to go,
Oh,
Sylvia,
not
I
at
don't
all.
care. I'll listen. It's funny.
Go for
I
it.
can go all the way.
Okay. Now give me a,
I'll go all the way. Yes.
I promise. Author's note, chapter 19. Somebody.
Oh, I'm not okay, I promise. Please stop blaming the story. If you do, you're a fucking prep and you're jealous, okay? 1-1 from knock. Un I'm gone to dealt or men revows. 1-1-1-1. BTW. Evanid a poor blood, so der one fangs to Raven for him to help. 1-1.
All day we sat angrily thinking about Dumbledore. We were so fucking pissed off. Well, I had one thing to look forward to, the MCR concert. It had been postponed so we could all go. Anyway, I went to the common room sadly to cut classes. Draco was being all secretive. I asked what it was and he got all mad at me and started crying all hot and angsty. But sensitive by guys so hot. No one fucking understands me, one, he shouted angrily as his black hair went in his big blue eyes like Billy Joe in Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Borkin Dreams. Borkin Dreams. He was wearing black baggy paints, a black MCR t-shirt, and a black dye. Get it? Instead of tie, because I'm gothic. I was wearing a black leather low-cut top with chains all over it. With chains all over it, a black leather mini, black high-held boots, and a cross belly thing. My hair was all up in a messy, really high bun like Amy Lee in Gong Under. Email me if you want to see the pic. Email me if you want to see the pic. Accuse me, but what about me? I growled. But, he grunted. You fucking bastard, I moaned. No, wait, it's not what it fucking looks like, he shouted. But it was too late. I knew what I heard. I ran to the bathroom angrily, cringed. Draco banged on the door. I whipped and wept as my bloody eyeliner streamed down my cheeks. What?
No, just like, oh no.
Streamed down my cheeks and made cool tears down my feces like Benji in the video for girls and boys. Raven, that is so our video. I took out a cigar and started to smoke pot. Suddenly, Hargid came. He had a period. You can't. What?
No, sorry. Yes, I was like appurated. I feel like she's trying to say apparated, but
Oh,
you can't do that within Hogwarts property. Anyways, yes.
Look, she's never read the books. She's only seen.
Oh, you've never read the books? Seriously? Yeah,
Oh, the person who wrote this has never read the books.
appurated.
Yeah.
You gave me a fucking shock, I shouted angrily, dropping my pot. What the fuck do you think you're doing in the girl's room? Only it wasn't Hargrid. Someone else was with him too. For a second, I wanted it to be Tom Ridd or maybe Draco, but it was Dumbledore. I need to ask you a question, he said, pulling out his black wannabe Gothic purse. What are you wearing to the concert? You know who MCR are? I gasped. No, I just saw there was a concert that a lot of goths and punks were going to, he said. Anyway, Draco has a surprise for you.
Okay,
You take us home.
last one. Taking this one home. Chapter 20, author's note. I said I do not care what you think. Stop blaming. Okay, press 1. Thanks to Raven for the help. 1. Oh yeah, by the way, I'll be on vacation in Transylvania for the next 3 days, so do not expect updates. All day, I wondered what the surprise was. Meanwhile, I popped on a black leather mini, a black corset with purple lace stuff all over it, a black Gothic compact boots. MCR were going to do the concert again since Volksmort had taken over the last one. I slit my wrists while I marched to MCR in my bedroom all night, feeling excited. Suddenly, someone knocked on the door while I was trying on some black clothes and marching to Fang You Dub for that venom. I got all mad and turned it off, but secretly, I hopped inside that it was Draco so we could do it again. What the fuck hell are you doing? I shouted angrily. It was Lupin. Are you gonna come rape me home? I yelled. I wasn't allowed to say that because Dumbledore has told us all to be careful around him and Sam since he was a pedo. No, actually, get it, hell. Can I please borrow some content?
Condemns.
Groaned angrily. Yeah, so you can fuck your 6-year-old girlfriend, huh? I shouted sarcastically. Fuck her, he said, going away. Well, anyway, I put on some black eyeshadow, black eyeliner, and some black lipstick and white foundation. Then I went. Then I gasped. Snake and Lupin were in the middle of the empty hall doing it, and Dobby was watching. What? Oh my God, you ludicrous idiot. They both shouted angrily when they saw me. Dobby ran away crying. They got up though. Normally, I would have been turned on. I love seeing guys do it. But both of them were fucking preps. By the way, Snake is moved to Gryffindor now.
Okay.
What the fuck? Is that why you wanted condoms? I asked sadistically. See, I spelled that. Only you wouldn't give them to me, Lumpkin shouted angrily. Well, you should have told me, I replied. You dimwit, Snake began to shoot angrily. And then I took out my black camera and took a pic of them. You could see that they were naked and everything. Well, excuse me, they both shouted angrily. What was that all about? It was to blackmail you, I snarked. So now next time you see me doing it with my boyfriend, you can't fucking rat me out or I'll show this to Dumbledore. So fuck off, you bastards. I started to run. They chased me, but I threw my wound at them and they tripped over it. Well, anyway, I went outside and there was Vampire looking extremely fucking hot. Where the fuck? Where's Draco? I asked him. Oh, he's been a fucking bastard. He told me he wouldn't come. He told me he wouldn't come. I think it's just come, not that come. The vampire said, shaking his head, "You want to come with me to the concert?" Then he showed me his flying car. I gasped. It was a black car. He said his dog father, Sirius Black, had given it to him. The license plate on the front said MCR 666 on it. The one on the back said NOB on it. I gasped. We flew to the concert hall. MCR were there playing. The vampire and I began to make out, marching to the music. I gasped, looking at the band. I almost had an orgasm. Gerald was so fucking hot. He began to sing Helena, and his sexed out beautiful voice began to fill the hall. And then I heard some crying and crying. I turned and saw Draco crying in a corner.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. To be continued.
This is the third time they've been to the concert?
Yeah.
Hold on a second, excuse me. What do you need?
So I came to a possible realization that maybe this girl is actually American, but she's typing it like she's writing out the words as if it's the pronunciation of like that London kind of street accent.
Mm.
Like,
That's possible. Yeah.
I'm giving her way too much credit for what she's doing.
Right. Clearly.
Well, today I wondered what the surprise was. Meanwhile, I put on a black leather mini, a black corset with purple lace all over it, a black gothic compact boots. Like, MCR were gone to the concert again since Voxamot had taken over the last one. Like, I'm wondering if that's like what was going on in her head, if at all.
If at all, exactly. If at all. Well, I got it.
Actually, get it? Hell, can I please borrow some condoms? Condom. It's so fun. Oh my God. Your accents are so fun. So
so fun too.
I'm sorry, guys.
Want to have fun. This is good.
has been,
This is a blast, honestly.
Yeah, an absolute freaking hoot. And let me check one thing very quickly, and
Yes.
Are you available next Tuesday?
I should be. I would be fresh back from California, but I should be available.
You'll be back in California, you say?
From California. I'm like going for a very quick weekend trip.
I'm sorry. Oh, you're going, okay, you'll be back but you're living on the East now.
Yes.
You've moved.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm in New York now.
So what's his name in California?
There are multiple people.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. I hope you have fun.
How was seeing Ben?
Well, it was so funny. It was like I turned and he was like right there, and I was like, "Oh, Harsh, you remember me, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, I remember you," but he didn't really say my name, which is, but he remembers me. And then he won the award in that evening for the improv jam for best physicality. Like we were performing in the same group too, which is like very cool. Just like kind of like the old days again. And that was very nice.
Oh, that's so
Who was
sweet.
he performing with? How many people was he performing with?
So like we were divided into groups, so each group had like 5 to 6 people in it, and like each group did their own little like 10-minute set, 6-minute set.
Okay.
So, yeah. It was a very big jam, and therefore everything was cut very short, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. Did you have fun?
I did.
Good.
People said I was funny.
You're very funny, dude. You're awesome.
That's what I said earlier tonight. You know, you got it going on, Sylvia.
Yeah, I got it going on.
So next week I'll be in Hawaii after next week. So
No, next week you're here.
said after next week. I'll be
After
in-
next week. I didn't hear after.
Okay.
So do you guys want to finish this fan fiction next week?
That'd be so cool. I'll have wine ready.
Hell yes. Dad, I'm gonna ask you to be in charge of Dojo for September. Let's see if we can
Okay.
get this all rolling again.
I'd like to do that. Yeah. Sylvia, you game for September?
Yeah, I can do that.
Tuesday at 6. You think that'll work for you?
So my classes are like Monday, Wednesdays, so that's good.
Great. Great. So we'll firm it up with Mark. We'll firm it up with Monica.
Yeah.
Anybody else who you know who's got some experience or, you know, just some feel for it, bring them on. We're happy to have more people. So if there's someone you know, Sylvia, don't
Great.
hesitate to let us know. The only rule that Alexandra has, which was the same rule Jim has, is no assholes.
Yes.
You know, and that's
I'm
good.
good at spotting assholes, I think.
Yeah.
I hope.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go. You guys are good. Thank you for this. I you know what? I need some help. I need some help working on how to remember which accent is which voice. Because I get confused, and not having read this at all, I don't. You know, you read it and then you read that, you know, Melody is saying it instead of.
For the first time, actually, like a lot of this, I'm like kind of like really reading for the first time.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
I'll say this, with this particular story, don't fucking worry about what voice you're giving to who, because even the author's POV changes constantly, as we have seen. So I like that's why I've just been kind of dicking around with it, because nothing has stuck.
Right.
Makes
The only
sense.
thing I need to really be conscious of is to keep the pace slower than I think it. You know, you think you're speaking slowly, you're not. So slow seems to get, especially with the way the words are spelled, slow seems to make it more effective. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
certain.
Okay. All righty.
All right.
Peace out, guys. This is fun. This is such a trip. This is
Fun.
so-
I love
Hilarious.
and you've never read Harry Potter, Sylvia?
I have read Harry Potter, yeah, actually. I have read.
Oh.
I read.
Okay. Okay.
No, it was the woman who wrote this has never read Harry Potter.
Oh,
It's very
okay.
clear she had never read it. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't hear that clearly. All right. All right. Alexander, you need to learn to speak up. Okay. Love you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.